so I probably should have just kept streaming from there because now it's way different. Now I'm at the valley from where I made it all the way down the mountains, those scary mountains, to this spot, which is Palm Springs Desert. And if you look, just the side of the road is beautiful. This is a really beautiful, beautiful thing. This place looks like really rich, like a really good time. I mean, look at how well manicured this is. This is not like any of that stuff. We just went from death to beautiful. I think, and I thought I saw something that said Coachella Valley, and that would make a lot of sense if that's what this was. Like, because this is amazing. Right out of the outskirts of this town is probably where it happened, or I don't know, but I could. I think I saw a sign saying something. This is beautiful. Now I'm all nervous to hit my brakes. It is really hot. I mean, look at all the desert plants. This is such a well manicured. This is beautiful. Not as scary anymore. All I had to do is go down the bottom of the hill. That guy was kind of telling me that, and without telling me that, I was almost to the end. But the thing is, look, there's Fresh Prince of Bel Air. Is that Bel Air? Hey, wait a minute. Is Bel Air in Palm Springs? Is the Fresh Prince of Bel Air in Palm Springs, California? Is that Will Smith? Is he about to come out and start slapping us? Was that was that Bel Air? Was that where the Fresh Prince and where William William Smith? That's how he's gonna have to change his name so he doesn't ruin his reputation. I'm not Will anymore. I'm William, and you will respect me, or I will smack your wife, or something like that. Isn't that what he did? Is that what he did? No, that's not what he did. That joke is never gonna die. Will it that age well? I don't know. Probably not. But right now, that's a pretty good pop culture joke. By the time anybody sees this, they probably won't even care about that. Yeah, right. It's the biggest moment in Hollywood history ever, right? I don't think anyone in the history of Hollywood just smacks someone live on TV. Ever, ever, ever. Even back when people smacked people, like in the '60s and stuff, or '50s maybe. This place is beautiful. I'm in the Fresh Prince of Bel Air. This is definitely where that took place. And if I'm wrong, I mean that place was called Bel Air. Man, I'm wrong. I'm going the wrong way. What? I got distracted by Bel Air. I don't care. I like this. This is cool. This is what you do. And when you go the wrong way, you usually see the best stuff. And that's what this is. Or you see the scariest stuff and then you regret it hardcore. But right now, this is a good time. Man, I wish I had my bike out. This is just insane. Holy cow. I get more views on my shorts than I do my lives. Wow. I wish I would have made this into shorts. Driving down this street, this is the sickest street I've ever seen. Where are we right now? We're Palm Springs Desert, I think it was. Palm Springs? Is this Palm Springs? Am I actually in Palm Springs? I'm not very sure. I think my GPS wants me to U-turn, and that's not happening. Eddie V's. You think that's Eddie Vedder, the musician? I mean, that could be anything. What if it's Eddie Van Halen? Why wouldn't I think about Eddie Van Halen first, right? Is that Eddie Van Halen's? Eddie V's? Dude, they better be shredding guitar in there. Because Eddie V's, if you're in California and you're called Eddie V's, you better be Eddie Van Halen. This is the sickest place. I can't believe that they moved from the streets of Philly to Bel Air. No home to Bel Air. This is prime seafood. That would be where you'd be eating. I gotta guess that was the real Bel Air, right? I would think so. This place is rich, and my engines are knocking, and that guy wanted to point it out to me while I was talking. And if you go back on the previous live stream, when I was up on the mountain a little bit ago, go watch the previous live stream. See, out of order, these are going to be insane because you don't realize that I just came down from the scariest mountaintop ever. And I thought my brakes were going bad, and they could still be because it's so hot out here. But um, I don't know. That makes my stomach sick because of what was happening earlier. I could have rocketed off a mountain because my brakes weren't working. Go watch the last episode 64. 64, maybe. I'm not numbering them so well because I'm like, moving, Look at the art. Ooh. Is that the Fresh Prince? Should we be watching out for Will Smith smacking people around? This is my town, not in Bel Air. You don't say Jada. If you say Jada 3 times in Bel Air, he pops out and smacks you. He goes Fresh Prince, and he gives you a set of Fresh Prince right on your face. That old already worn out meme. There's only like 10 jokes. Actually, there's been a lot. While we're sitting here, you people should smash those buttons. The like, subscribe. There's buttons right there. You hit all those buttons. You hit subscribe and hit the bell, and then you can watch these when they happen because they happen all the time. And I don't tell people; I just do it. And so you got to hit the bell and hit subscribe so you see it when it happens because it's always crazy. It's always a good time. I'm sorry they're not consistent, but I don't live like that. So I can tell you, we just go for it when it feels good. This is kind of weird. This whole adventure is just a drive through Palm Springs, I guess. Beautiful. It's just beautiful. It's not desert. It's labeled wrong right now. And we haven't even gotten to this place. Are these. We'll find out. Maybe I'm wasting episode numbers by numbering all of these every time, but it is a different perspective of you just kind of watch it. It's like a reaction video. Like I've said a million times, I'm live reacting though. I drive past things and say what I'm thinking as it happens, like it's like a, watching it on TV. It's a narration. Look at this Porsche. Let's get right next to it. I'm sure he hates me because I'm garbage. See, he's gonna like get away from me. Like, get away. Washington D.C. with his Porsche. I mean, it's not Washington D.C. Washington, just Washington. Two different things. Unfortunately, for some reason. This is beautiful. Uh-oh, there's a really expensive car beside me, and he's not gonna let me over. He's gonna drive like a dumbass. Small cars have to realize that I'm big and you have to go fast. I have to go slow. You do not expect me to drive in front of you because I am not going to go faster than you. You got to go fast and go speed up. If I got to go over in your lane, you are the aggressor. I'm a big fox. So if you have a small car, you got to zip around other big things. Don't want to test my brakes today. It's been good. It's been 1 month. Today's the 1 month anniversary, by the way. I'll mention that. I didn't mention it in the last video. That last video, though, was just me sweating, freaking out, not really caring about this. Because that's the thing. When real drama happens, it's really hard to care about the camera because you think you're going to die. If you actually think you're going to die, it's hard to want to film it more than just not wanting to die. Wow, those flowers. You see all those flowers? Whatever. I should have been talking about that. I'm still freaking out. I like almost died. This car is really cool. Oh my god, that's a Lamborghini. This is a Lamborghini SUV. What is going on right now? It doesn't look very special until you read the Lamborghini logo and realize that it's one of those Lamborghini SUVs. That's what we're talking. That's the Fresh Prince. That's Bel Air. I want to see the front of it so bad. Las Palmas. Maybe I'm not in Palm Beach. I actually don't know what I'm talking about, if you guys realize. I just go. Man, I want to get in front of that Lamborghini. Lamborghini, that's so. I've seen regular Lamborghinis. I always freak out about that, but wow. Look at this golf course. Oh my god. The palms. I think I've seen this one in video games. Pretty sure. Did you see the view on that? There's definitely in video games. It's probably the one you pick every time when you play the stupid game and where you roll the ball in the arcade. You know what I'm and then you pretend you're having a good time. Actually kick people's eyes every Easter one. And if they don't, they're mad. Freaking awesome. Of their big jerk sign. Oh my god. You know that's decadent as hell. Look at that huge power plant across from it. It probably runs all their evil science experiments happening underneath whatever that this place is. You even imagine? I mean, all those houses I just drove by, that was Bel Air. I'm sure that was Bel Air. So, it is that rich out here. This is such a it's paradise in the middle of nowhere. You go back to the last episode. I'm out on this terrifying mountaintop, like I'm freaking out, like about to cry because I think I'm gonna die. Like and then now I'm down at the bottom. This is what we were looking at from the top. Oh my god! Look at how amazing all their plants look. Everything is awesome. This is expensive. Mountains, I'm just so happy, and I can test my brakes because, like that last video, they overheated. It smelled horrible. I wanted to throw up. I hope we don't go near mountains again. I still have 30 minutes to drive, so it's 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 possible to do mountains again. I hope we go around them, but there is that one right there, right? He's menacing. Most mountain trips are not that treacherous. It's almost like the rich people were like, "You're gonna have to climb giant mountains to come to our beautiful oasis. If you want to come from Philly and move to the Fresh Prince of Bel Air, if you want to go from Philly to Bel Air, you're going to climb those mountains and die. And then the ones that make it, they get to go hang out with Will Smith. And then you get smacked if you talk about his wife. You can't even mention his wife. You can't even talk about his wife anymore. See that mountain over there? I bet Will Smith has been here. Because if that was actually the Bel Air from the freaking show, I'll bet Will Smith's been to a lot of the places I've been, I'll be honest. Because why wouldn't he? He was in California all the time. He probably is right now. What do you think he's doing right now? If you think he's on an island somewhere, thinking about how weird his life is now, because everyone talks about how he smacked some guy for no reason. Well, I mean, a reason. He smacked some guy. That's all that happened. Let's get real. I don't care either way. That's just what happened. Wow. How perfect. It's like if Wow, the gates on these places. This is just a mountain view. This is so decadent. This is kings. This is where kings live. I want to live here. And like I saw that Lamborghini earlier, and I hate that I didn't get in front of it. Everyone's expensive. Look at all the cars around. There's all these expensive cars. Rich, rich. Whoa, there's like a castle. Wow, look at that stuff. And it's like weird. It's probably Scientology or something. It didn't have a cross. Oh, did it? Maybe it did. It could be that though. It could be Mormons. It could be lots of things. Things are different out here with that stuff. It could be some crazy cult thing that you don't even know, where rich people just gather because they're rich. Oh no, my phone overheated again, and now my GPS went away. This is so bummer. Oh man, now I gotta do. Well, look at that. That market. Should I go there and let my phone cool down? I don't think so. We're gonna keep going. Wow, these buildings are these hotels? What is this? They look super expensive. There's a lot of them. I don't know. Buy one of those and live in one of those. You are out in the middle of nowhere, though. Like, I don't know how far civilization really is from this area. I mean, you're probably an hour from LA. We're on the outskirts, and the outskirts of California is treacherous, actually. It's crazy. But it's surrounded by stuff like this. The richest, most amazing places. Wow. Look over there. Just unbelievable. Rich people, desert. Wow. Just the design of their sidewalk. You see how well, like, it's magical. It's like there's just people cleaning every inch of this place. There's the golf course. There's 8,000 golf courses. And there's waterfalls. That makes me thirsty. I don't have any water up here. Being in the desert makes you thankful. I do have a water. I'm always prepared. Here's some more water. Always have water in the desert. Look at those waterfalls. See those mountains. That last video was the scariest video probably ever. I don't know. I've made some scary ones out in the woods by myself and stuff. It's always scary. Palm Desert. See, we're in the Palm Desert, so we're near Palm Springs somewhere. I don't know if I'm in it. I don't know what I'm talking about, to be honest, at all. We're on the outskirts of town because there's going to be a Walmart and Lowe's. All the things that here's all the normal people. They stick them out here near all the convenience stores. I need to go to Lowe's really bad, but this drive. It was only an hour and a half, but an hour and a half of super intense stuff is a lot more than an hour and a half, I would say. Wow. Now we're in nowhere. There's nothing. Just nothingness. Oh, look. Now we're at a mall. AutoZone. This guy told me to put some oil in my car. I don't need oil. I know I don't need oil. I know I need it worked on. I'm so sad. The last campground of America I was at. See, here's ADD. The last campground of America I was at asked me if I could play there, and I told him I would. And then we all stood there, and nothing happened. I was like, dude, give me like, just throw me a couple $100 or something. Give me $50. I probably would have just played. I should have just played. I would play. I'm happy to play, but they have money. All right, I don't feel bad for KOA. Those people are super millionaires. Like KOA, I'm probably $1 billion corporation. Like it's huge. It's everywhere. There's hundreds of locations. They can pay me money to play. It was a Thursday when they were asking me, and they're like the weekends are always booked because it's really popular. That campground in Vale Lake, KOA, Campground of America. That's what it was. Look at these. You got your Panda Express right beside Death. This is where I'm headed, is Death. I think I have enough gas. I gotta get on the 10 West. Things are about to change a lot. Should I end the video? That was Palm Springs or Palm Desert, whatever that was. I think I saw the Bel Air. I mean, no, I saw Bel Air. Now, whether it's just another thing called Bel Air, maybe there's tons of things. There probably is. Or it was the Fresh Prince, and I may have drove past the Fresh Prince, bro. It was full blown Will Smith slapping dudes in their faces, telling Carlton, if Carlton doesn't keep his wife's name out of his mouth, he's going to smack him. How many of these stupid jokes can I make? I mean, here's the thing. It's topical, and it happened, and it was real, and I think I did drive past that. It'll be interesting to find out if it was or not, though, or if it wasn't just a place called it. Why couldn't it have been? That was the richest neighbor I've ever seen. Not ever. I've seen some crazy stuff. You can go look up Jekyll Island. Go look up Jekyll Island. Like, some of the stuff on that place, that was crazy. I need to get on West. I'm going to check out the map. I got to get on the 10 West.
We're back. We're good. I gotta get on the highway. I got a phone call from another person. Potts Dorothy. Dorothy Potts. There is somebody who calls me who is a scammer who has a fake name. It's really nice. I love when the scams now have more intelligence, and so they call you. That's what just called me. They call you and they have more, they're disguised as people. All the notifications on my phone like to go off while I'm on my streams. It's like they purposefully send you notifications to ruin your live stream. Like your phone's like, don't do that. My phone is overheating like crazy, by the way. I don't know if that's the sun or the thing I'm plugging it into, or the amount of apps I had open in the background. They're now not open. Wow. Decadent, beautiful stuff. Wish I could spend more time in more spots. This would be a cool spot. I can come back, maybe. As my RV gets crappier, I'm getting more scared. The desert is not fun all the time. Like, if your vehicle doesn't feel super badass, it's super safe, it starts feeling pretty sketchy. I've got to look at the map again. Here, once I get on the road. life, the RV pirate. Go on an adventure. Be like that person over there. Be like me. I hope they don't try to bust their way over. I'm gonna slow down because I'm not gonna get run over. It sounds like their engine's working great. Bob Hope Highway. Well, this has been cool. It looks like I'm headed towards those mountains. I don't know where I'm going, so I gotta look. That thing goes away. I gotta look and see if when I switch to the GPS, if you guys are still watching or not. I don't know if it's cutting away and ending it. Hopefully I'll be able to pay attention to that. A lot of footage today. Too much. Sometimes I'm gonna go live too much. The days that I travel from a crazy exotic location to next are the days I'll stream a bunch. I'll stream the whole drive. Like, this has been actually really insane. These 3 episodes have been all over the place. And it looks like it's about to change a lot. I got 20 minutes of whatever. I got 20 minutes. We're okay. 20 minutes. I don't know. We're headed towards mountains. It is Joshua Tree. I'm headed to Joshua Tree. There's a mountain with snow. That means it's scary. I don't feel like I'm very high up in the air or as high as I used to be. Not as high. I think this is where Coachella happens. I can see it. You go to that rich as hell, awesome town. And then on the outskirts of town is this. You could put Coachella about anywhere out here and it would feel amazing. So, makes sense. Coachella. Bel Air. Go on an adventure. This is about to change. The terrain will change drastically. It already has. I don't know if I should continue just to show you. It's almost like in every 30 minutes it's new. I smell something weird. Hope that's not me. And not me, I mean my engine. I mean, I probably smell weird too. I live on the road. I went swimming. I probably smell like pool water. I didn't take a shower after I went swimming. I mean, it almost smells like antifreeze, to be honest. But my engine's not overheating, so we're good right now. Check my phone again. Look at this scenery. It changes so much. All right, yeah, my phone cooled off. Maybe what I was doing with I was putting the air up in the front and defrosting, trying to get the air to make it so my phone isn't overheating. I don't know if the phone is overheating because of the cable I'm using or just because it's 100 degrees probably up there. The sun out here is beaming, as you would think. I mean, it's freaking Palm Desert, dude. It is crazy out here. Everybody's passing me. I'm always the slowest guy out here driving. But that's because wow, look at all the trees. It's like, you know what? It looks like they removed all the trees so there wouldn't be fires. What do you think? I don't really know. Now my GPS is working though, so it's letting me run multiple apps at once. So without overheating, so now I can not switch back and forth. That's not a fun feeling, not knowing where you're going. Because I want to stream, I want to do both. It's fun. I mean, look at that. Now we're headed, this is scary. Once you get off the road, look at that mountain. Look at where we are. I freaking hope. I hope Google knows what's going on, because look at where we're going. Here we go. This is where you can go from the beginning of this video, beautiful, beautiful, richest neighborhood in the world, to now I am in Afghanistan. That's a big, mean mountain over there. Good thing we're avoiding it. This should be a big area. I mean, it's just because they do Coachella down here doesn't really mean anything though about the roads. Because there's a reason these things like Burning Man and Coachella happen out here, because it's really hard to get there. Once you get there, it's a beautiful place, but look behind me, this is a good view. This is like the view. No, it's not like the view. That show, a bunch of people complaining about everything, not at all. I mean, I complain about stuff, so maybe this is the view. This is the future of the, wow, look at all that exploded stuff all over the ground. People being robbed. What's happening out here? Why is there so much crap on the ground? We are going out in the middle of nowhere again. Maybe I should have gotten gas. Well, hopefully we don't go weird mountain road again. I'm good without that. We are going out in the middle of nowhere. And then there's people who've died. You see that memorial? I almost think I should change the video, because this stream is now a different stream. We are now on the next phase of whatever this trip is, right? I went from beautiful streets to what is now going to be a very desolate desert. I guess I can just show you the drastic differences in what's going on out here. This guy go. No, you go, guy. You don't want to be behind me or anywhere near me. If you're anybody that wants to not die, because my brakes are weird. And when it's hot, it's too hot. There's people behind me and I forgot that's a stop sign. But I'm not in a huge hurry, because look at this. This looks like No Country for Old Men. And it probably is, because why wouldn't it be? That's where they filmed it. It's right out here, I'm sure. Wow, those roads look crazy. That's where the aliens are. We went from Bel Air, Fresh Prince, to Afghanistan and Mars. But the problem is, we ruined the scenery with all these wind turbines. I mean, maybe they work and help things and help the world be greener. I don't know, but I can tell you that they may not pollute the air, but they pollute the visual air, because the air has giant fans that if those become irrelevant, who's going to get rid of those? Like, imagine the mass amount of effort it would take to get rid of those if nobody wants them, and how ugly they look. Like, in 100 years, if that technology doesn't pan out and nobody can deal with it, I always just think of like a bunch of abandoned fields of these, and how ugly the scenery would be with a bunch of broken down giant fan blades that no one can deal with because they're too enormous for anyone who doesn't have tons of money, millions of dollars to deal with. Probably more like billions. You really can't even begin to move one of those. Could you even imagine the cost if you asked somebody to disassemble one of those? Just a normal guy, you're like, disassemble Like, I don't know if you have ever seen one of those on a highway or on a road, but they are so enormous. The crew you'd need to do that, it's stupid. I feel like moving one of those would cost $100,000 just to do that for one of them. If not more. I mean, it's crazy. 3 semis. No, you need more than 3 semis. Each fan blade is one semi, and then the big giant white pole, which is probably 2 or whatever. Unbelievable. It's something no one's thinking about. Look ugly as hell. Sometimes it's cool and impressive, and they are cool and impressive, but when you have hundreds of them, look at what we're looking at. It's like, here's the world's most beautiful place. Also, here's a really crappy giant white fan thing that's not even moving or doing anything for anybody right now. No wind, just doing nothing. But I guess I don't know the stats on how much energy they provide, so maybe they are amazing. Or it pollutes the world 5,000 times more just by moving those. Like I said, the logistics of what they're doing to the world to get those built might actually be way more messed up. And just alone the visual pollution, I mean, the air is polluted visually by giant fans. It's like, I don't know. Oh God, they wants me to turn right up here. I'm scared. Because you're getting sketchy roads out in the middle of nowhere, and if they pick and choose the wrong ones, they'll take you on a dirt road, dude. They don't care. I've seen Google. Oh, wow. Look at this. This is what I need a short video of this so bad. I'm so sad I can't do that while doing this. I'm taking the right. This is scary. Here we go. Even further out into the nothing, hoping this doesn't turn into sand. There's a sign, so that's a good thing. Desert Hot Springs, Palm Desert, Cathedral City. Good thing there's, food signs. But this doesn't feel like Kansas anymore. I have videos I took of Kansas. It's so funny how flat and just desolate it is. Like, that's just as much a desert as this place, but this is better, because that's not even like, this is visually stunning, even though it's a desert. That stuff is just freaking flat. It's freaking crazy. Obviously, I'm from Iowa, so I know all about that. Cornfields forever. If you've never seen a billion cornfields, though, you might be kind of impressed for a little while. Oh yeah, we're almost there probably. Now I'm good. Okay, we're not going, it's not as scary because there's stuff up here. There's got to be stuff where I'm going. I'm not, KOA is not. And that's what an adventure's about. Just go to KOAs. Like, I know they're kind of, people think they're too nice, and sometimes they are. But sometimes they're not. But they certainly have all the stuff you want if you're full timing. Now, look at that horse. It's an equestrian track. People behind me are mad. I'm going slow. Like, dude, it's like, it's 100 degrees outside. And I'm in the desert, and I'm not trying to overheat or do anything dumb. I don't care. I'm not trying to be living here. We're stuck here or whatever. Are these videos way too long? How many? Just 40 minutes. No one in the world. I ruined it. I ruined the Bel Air half. We're almost there, though. Remember I said I had 45 minutes to go. 45 minutes ago. We'll finish the trip. What do you think? Now you'll know what we're talking. For anyone that really cares. And those that really care will go and they'll smash these buttons. They'll hit like. I don't remember if it's over here or reversed. And they'll hit subscribe and hit the bell. And then they'll start smashing all the other buttons. Hit every button but the dislike button or the exit button. Those are the only buttons you don't want to push. Push every button on your screen just because it's a good time if you can't figure it out. Let me know what happens. But like you gotta keep watching. You imagine if there was somebody actually listening to me saying that they should hit all the buttons? Somebody probably blew up their computer. Maybe they should though. Maybe sometimes technology sucks. I'm actually a computer expert, whether you know that or not. My dad created his own computer software and computer company and sold computers and software, and then I helped maintain that and used to build PCs all the time and have to mail them out, hundreds of them. And that's what I did when I was younger, was I would just build PCs, put them, me and Reggie Boston, my best friend growing up's dad, and his dad worked for my dad, and me and his dad would work together and assemble PC computers, and then install the software on them and all the things, and then we'd ship them out, and they would have point of sale systems in them. And we'd ship them to all the locations, and they'd have scanners, and it was all that stuff. But then I'd have to fix broken computers, and I did that all the time. And I made a bunch of money doing that. There was avocados back there, and you know that these avocados, all right, you see this spot? You know this is the avocado master. I wish I could have shown you. Maybe you can see them. Look. Oh, there they are. The avocados. That person ruined it. Why'd they have to do it? I gotta turn right. I could have turned right probably. I think it's legal probably to turn right on red. I'm just hanging out like an idiot. There's a date farm. You think a date farm, is that like a place for prostitution, or is that where you go? Is that like Tinder? You just go to a big farm and everybody dates each other? Obviously they're talking about fruits, guys. Come on. I mean, not homosexuals. They could be. Hey, maybe this is a date farm for dates, for fruits. Subscribe. Subscribe to my channel. Come on, what are we doing here? This is weird. Conversations are getting weird. I feel like I've been in the desert too long. I'm gonna come out away, like I'm gonna come back. I'm burnt like a crisp right now, by the way. I spent way too much time in the sun. I can't stop it. I keep going. I kept going. The sun out here right now is so hot. It's been 90, 100 degrees. The pools were so nice. And you just sit there and the sun is insane in California. It really is just hot as hell. Like, you will get so sunburned. And then just that by itself makes you totally delirious. So you make... We're of course just talking about candy gummies, right? You know, snacks, way too many snacks, you'll get just totally wasted. You don't even need that. You sit in the sun for long enough out here and it starts getting weird. It's just so hot. I'm on my way to Joshua Tree right now. Look, there's oranges. Is this not the greatest orange person ever? You think they sell drugs too, though? Look at that orange. Dude. Alright, I almost want to go buy a bag of oranges. We're in California, like, is there a guy, he should have been wearing a sombrero. Guys selling bags of oranges. The scenic route. We're taking the scenic route. Hopefully that's not dangerous. We're not up a mountain again. Oh, we're almost there. We're almost there, guys. Oh, look at that fake palm tree. It's so funny when they do that. You see that? That is not a palm tree, dude. That is actually a telephone. That was pine trees, and that one works really well, but that is hilarious that they just full-on palm tree that. That was like perfect camouflage, unless you're looking for them like me, and they're just like, I'm just a tree. Like, it's so obnoxious. not real. Oh my God, there's a pine tree out here. This seems like I feel like these people are watering all of that. I'm almost there. Half a mile. I'll bet where I'm at it's going to be real synthetic. Desert Springs. Look at all these other places. Oh man, I am out in the middle of nowhere though, huh? Oh, there's a bar. Hey, all right. We got a liquor store within a half a mile. I can ride the moped. We got the market. Wow, what a town. This is a huge place. What do you think? Look, another guy. He's got tacos and oranges. We're so close that we can go. I'll do live streams go into this thing. About all you need. Look at this little town. Is this it? California Springs? No, that's a town. Taking a weird route to get here. I don't know. If I'm coming from that rich area, that might be. Actually, I don't know. I don't know what's going on. Massive. There we go. Right at the bottom of those mountains. Should I go climb those? Those always look so small. Now I gotta check in. I don't know if we check in here. They usually have a guy. They're down. Where do I go? Oh, yeah, office is still this way. Wow, look at that cactus. Oh, look, rock climbing wall. See, I didn't look into the amenities, so I don't even know. There's a golf course. Next to that nice BMW. That's it, guys. That was really crazy drive. One heck of an adventure. We're here. I'll show you guys around this place. I don't know what there is to do. I know I'm near Joshua Tree. If I feel like it, I may go there. I want to stay there. I'm going to try to stay there. Really, I really want to stay there, but you can't get many days in a row. They don't give you any. Because, you know, everybody wants to go. And if anything, I'm going to drive. I think you can go there for just a day, right? And I can't drive my moped there because it's 45 minutes. But I could take this thing there and we can spend a full day going and register. Look at that cactus field. That's really cool. I got people lined up behind me. Go. I tell people this has been